Hello everybody, Bill Shaka. Welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Welcome to my home in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. I cannot wait to finish this 5-Minute Motivator because you see that pool? I will be in there in 6 minutes. Anyway, it is an absolute pleasure to be here with you today. What I would like to talk about today is something that I heard almost 40 years ago by Tom Hopkins, who is a consummate sales trainer from Scottsdale, Arizona. Cut his teeth selling real estate, basically selling plots in the desert, and made a fortune, and then eventually became a sales trainer. Well, in a cassette program that he released in 1982 called The Official Guide to Success. That shows you how long ago it was. I mean, it was all on cassette. He talked about the Goya principle, G.O.Y.A. Now, there's a period between every letter, which means it's an acronym. Well, what does Goya, G-O-Y-A, stand for? And in Tom Hopkins' own words, he said, Goya stands for get off your backside. Back in the early 80s, it wasn't appropriate to say ass publicly, so he couldn't do that. Now we can say G-O-Y-A stands for get off your ass. All right, and what we mean by that is watch around you, folks. Watch the people around you. People are always getting ready to start. They're always, as they say in Texas, fixing to start. One thing I love about Texas are the aphorisms that I hear. And one that I've heard come right out of Waco, Texas was this. Stop spitting on your hands and start raking. And that means that how many times we say, I'm getting ready, I'm getting ready, I'm getting ready. Pick up the rake and start raking. You know, if you try to plan your way to 100% success, what you will do is plan your way to 100% failure, because you cannot plan the entire journey. I mean, even if you were planning a road trip somewhere, and you have everything meticulously planned out, in 2.5 hours we're going to stop here for something to eat, in 4 hours we're going to see this scenic overview. What happens if you hit construction? You're not going to do what you had planned. That's okay. That's okay. The point is that you plan enough to start the journey. Plan as much as you possibly can, but then start. Get off your ass means stop majoring in minors. Stop trying to spend your time planning through everything and never starting. You know, I was never much of a deer hunter. Actually, I was never much of a hunter at all. But I went to a seminar back when I was 12 years old on safety, hunting safety, because in northeastern Pennsylvania, everybody was a deer hunter, except for me and my father. We bought our meat at the supermarket. But anyway, the point is this. I'll never forget a couple of the things that the gentleman said up there. And I was only 12 years old. One of the things he said was, listen, if you really want to eat deer meat, one of the first things you have to do is pull the trigger. And, you know, that stuck with me. Even at the tender age of 12, it meant you need to do something. You need to do something. I'll go a little bit further with this get off your ass principle, too. We had an Italian bakery in our family for decades. I was working in it since I was 9 years old. My Uncle Joe, who was the head baker, would often say to me, if I was just kind of like moping around, well, what the hell, I was 12 or 13 years old at the time. I was just moping around. He'd look at me and say, Bill, do something. Even if you do it wrong, do something. That's the point I'm trying to make here, ladies and gentlemen. We need to surround ourselves in a flurry of activity. We need to plan as much as we can, but then we need to pull the trigger. Then we need to start doing something. Even if what we do is wrong, at least we found out something that doesn't work. And we need to keep that process alive. We need to keep it going. G.O.Y.A. Thank you, Tom Hopkins. Get off your ass. Get moving. Figure out what you need to do and start the process. Even if the process doesn't work out perfectly, it's okay. You're at least moving forward. This is Bill Shaka thanking you for listening to yet another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator, and I look forward to seeing you again on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, share, and comment on this. And remember, there's a 5-Minute Motivator membership coming very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.